let's talk to you about the Bada Meinhof phenomenon. Can you say that word? Phenomenon. I've had to practice that one. Phenomenon. Bada Meinhof, German name. They were a gang in the 70s, but we're not going to go there on that one because it wasn't good. But understanding the Bada Meinhof phenomenon helps you to appreciate where your CPD needs to go. A lot of people say to me, look, Paul, I don't need CPD because I'm knowledgeable. And the fact is you probably are, because you wouldn't be getting paid fees otherwise. But the whole point about the Bada Meinhof phenomenon is that when you learn something new or discover something new, it suddenly becomes everywhere around you. They call it frequency bias. Haven't you heard that one? The frequency bias talking to you. And you've heard of this, isn't it? It's like you buy a new car, you buy like a Mitsubishi car, and suddenly you see Mitsubishis everywhere, and you'll probably spot the Bada Meinhof phenomenon everywhere now on LinkedIn. But where's this useful? That's the key thing. Where's it useful to mortgage advisors, mortgage brokers? Well, it comes down to learning in your CPD. So if you kind of learn new things, new techniques, new topics, new content, then you'll find ways of using it. It's odd. So for example, I'll give you an example. If you are learning the new protection stuff, if you're a protection advisor and you think you need to upgrade your technical knowledge, then take a protection exam, either the Cert Pro or the RO5. If you do, you'll learn a lot of new things that you didn't know about before. One of them might be business protection, because you're always dealing with individuals, aren't you? But actually a lot of your individuals also own businesses. So it's business protection. And you discover that buy-to-let lending through SPVs, special purpose vehicles, which is not new, you discover that the lender requires a personal guarantee from the director of the SPV, which was in the old days the consumer who took out the mortgage. So these people say to you, look, do you need protection? You say to them, they say, well, I don't need life assurance because I'm a landlord, it's not a big deal for me. I'm not like buying a house to live in. And most advisors, brokers just back off at that point. But what you could say then is say, well, actually, because you're a guarantor, you have to provide a personal guarantee to this mortgage through the SPV. The bank actually has the right, in small print, to call in the loan if you personally die. There's other directors run the business, but if you die, they have the right to call in the loan, and they do, and they will, because banks, they're businesses, they're not charities. So what you need, of course, is life assurance to protect the other shareholders. Shareholder protection, hello, because you just learned about it, you see. Therefore now you're now thinking, well, actually, I see the need, I see opportunities. You learn about equity release, for example, as an IFA, and you don't think you need equity release because that's mortgages, isn't it? I'm an IFA, a wealth planner, wealth advisor, IHT. But suddenly you realise that releasing money from a property is probably a better option than taking money out of a pension pot, tax purposes, etc. So again, you're learning about equity release mortgages, how they work, the low rates that they have nowadays, and suddenly you see the opportunities. And that's the point. You see the opportunities when you learn things. So this autumn, for example, you've got the new planning laws. Not a lot of people know that. The new planning laws which allow people to convert commercial into residential, because the high streets are shrinking, aren't they? And there's a lot of commercial to spare, and there's some great commercial that could be residential. Planning laws changing. So if you learn about that, suddenly you see the opportunities with your buy-to-let customers. And holiday let customers who realise that every holiday let property in South West has been bought at stupidly high prices. So you think of different ways to help them. So that's the Bada Meinhof phenomenon. Do you like that one, do you? The Bada phenomenon. You have to practice that word, isn't it? It's like one of those words you have to keep practicing. Hope that's been a nice update.